So yeah, this is a cool build. Again, I guess a really good job to Moab Industries. I didn't even know they existed before I did this video. Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're going over a modified Jeep Gladiator Rubicon with the Eco-Diesel powertrain. First and foremost though, a huge shout out and thank you to the Southtown Imports here in Sandy, Utah for giving me some time with this Gladiator. This one is available for sale right now. If you're interested, I'm going to put a link to their inventory in the description down below. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below as well. Let's get into the video. So first off, let's talk about the powertrain, which is my favorite powertrain in the Gladiator. This is the 3-liter V6 Eco-Diesel. Goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. It is good for 260 horsepower and then 442 pound-feet of torque. And this engine just turns the Gladiator into a crawling machine. So now let's dive into the modifications on this Gladiator. So this has been customized by Moab Industries, and let me tell you, this build is literally insane. So first off, you can see that the hood has been left to be pretty much unchanged, but we do have our little Moab logo there in the middle of the Rubicon logo, and there's actually a couple more badges and logos here on the side as well. But moving from that to the front end, you guys will notice that the whole front grille is stock until you move down to the bumper area. And look at this bumper, it's super heavy duty. You guys can see you've got these awesome aggressive tow hooks here on the front end. We have a winch as well. And then notice here with the light bar, and then we've got lights here at the bottom. And then you guys can see the whole setup here with the solid front axle. That's obviously standard with the Gladiator, but you can see everything that they've reinforced here. And notice how they do like the red accenting on all of it, so it looks really cool. This has been lifted as well. And yeah, it's just crazy to see the whole setup there. And again, it gives this Gladiator a crazy, crazy stance. Now we've got 20-inch wheels here on the side, 38s. And the thing that's cool about 38s over 37s is they're wide. They're very, very wide. And so it just gives this Gladiator a crazy stance. You can see the negative offset here. Just looks really cool. And, you know, obviously, I mean, it's going to help you get a little bit more grip with the rock crawling. Definitely love the fuel wheels here on the side. And then you guys can see here with the upgraded shock. It also comes with the kit. And then we have the side steps that look like they double as rock rails as well, which is pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Yeah, they have beefed up everything on this Gladiator. This thing would probably just destroy any sort of crawling. And then you can see again with the whole setup here in the rear as well. Wow, this thing is crazy. And you guys can see it's kind of like flexed out a little bit here on the grass. Notice we have our subtle Eco-Diesel badge. It's about the only thing that's subtle here on this Gladiator. But it is massive. Like this, you know, obviously it's still mid-sized truck, but like this has like full-size truck like stance and size to it because of the lift in the tires. Now, I think you guys are gonna love the interior here. So normal door panel, but seats have been upgraded. Look how cool these look with the perforations. Looks like this whole section here, still the same. And then popping here to the front, you guys can see. And look at this, on the dash, it actually is pretty close to matching the exterior color on this. That's actually really cool. But yeah, this is really nice with the interior. Now let's see how hard it is to get in. Definitely gotta step up. Oh, look at this. It's got the handles there too. That is nice. Because these ones are okay, but like, yeah, that's definitely nice to have another handle right there. I'm interested to see. Even comes with a little phone holder. Yeah, look at this. So other than that, it looks like everything else is pretty much left to stock. So being a Rubicon, you still have the front and rear lockers, sway bar disconnect as well. You still have, you know, normal 2-speed transfer case on top of that. Let's see what the backup camera view looks like. Still pretty normal. That is awesome. If you guys are wondering, this has just over 10,000 miles. Well, let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's your visibility of the hood, both of the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear, and let's set off. Okay, so we are setting off here in this Eco-Diesel Gladiator with tons and tons of modifications, and you can actually see the average fuel economy 15.5 miles per gallon. Now I don't know if that's around town, highway, you know, mixed, off-roading, I don't know, but 15.5 miles per gallon is what this is showing, which, you know, I think considering the fact that this has 38s, it's pretty dang impressive. And the thing that's cool about the Eco-Diesel is it can actually move 38s. That's something that the V6, frankly, you know, it can do in certain circumstances, like, you know, slow speed crawling and all that, but like daily driving, all that kind of stuff, it's not enough, frankly. And so that's where these 38s definitely come into play. And this actually rides very well. Kudos to the owner that set this up. Like, this is really comfortable, actually. And again, you guys know I personally own a Wrangler, and so, you know, a little bit different than the Gladiator, but still pretty similar. And yeah, I really like how this rides. Now, you know, it still has solid front rear axles, and so it's still gonna, you know, do that normal, you know, harshness when you go over bigger bumps because of the axles. I'm actually curious to see what the tire pressure is set at. Let's see. 30s. Makes sense for 38s. Yeah, and you know, I'm surprised because I thought this would actually ride rougher considering the fact that it has the 20s on it. Because usually when you have 20s, it sometimes can make things ride a little bit rougher, but this is actually a really good setup. The shocks that they added to this, and then, you know, the springs as well as part of this kit, definitely help out quite a bit. This thing feels so cool. Like, I feel like I'm driving around a monster truck. I really like this. I think this is kind of a nice in-between vehicle for like something that is very capable off-road, but then also looks really cool for on-road driving. And that's kind of where those 20-inch wheels come into play. So you can actually see them, right? Because if this had, you know, 17-inch wheels, which is what the Gladiator normally comes with, then you'd see, with 38s and 17-inch wheels, you wouldn't see the wheel hull. It'd be all tire. Which, you know, looks cool in its own right, but it's cool to be able to see the design with both, right? Yeah, I really like this. So yeah, I guess we'll sum things up. So first off, I think this thing looks great on the outside. I don't feel like you give up anything from a daily driver perspective with this. I mean, it is a little bit harder to get in and out of, but yeah, and it actually accelerates. Like, it's not crazy fast or anything like that, but it moves. And, you know, when you're just kind of driving around, it has so much torque. It's great. You know, it's not as fast as a stock Gladiator Rubicon, obviously, because of the larger tires, but I feel like this is more than fast enough, is what I'd have to say. So, yeah, this is a cool build. Again, I guess a really good job to Moab Industries. I didn't even know they existed before I did this video, so sorry about that. And then, you know, the owner of this Gladiator for doing this setup. This thing's cool. I think this was definitely one of the cooler Gladiator builds I've reviewed. That is for sure. And now this makes me think that maybe I need 38s in my life. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think about this. Now that's gonna sum things up for our video on this Eco-Diesel Gladiator. Again, a huge shout out and thank you to the Southtown Imports here in Sandy, Utah for giving me some time with this Gladiator. Like I said, this one is available for sale right now. If you're interested, check out the website in the description down below. I'll see you guys.